وبه نستعين وهو خير ناصر ومعين. Respected brothers and sisters in Iman, today is 22nd of Rajab. Today is a big Eid of Tashayyu. 22nd of Rajab in 60th year of Hijrah. The killer of Imam Ali and killer of Bibi Aisha was died. That is why this is one of the greatest festival of Muslims. 22nd of Rajab is famous as the day of Niyaz of Imam Ja'far Sadiq, peace be upon him. As Imam Sadiq was the first Imam, first infallible personality who started the celebration of this Eid. Although these days we know this Eid as Niyaz of Imam Sadiq, or in our culture we know it by Kunde. Kunde is the name of that pot in which this particular food was being made. Thank you. Now question is there, why this Eid is called Niyaz of Imam Ja'far Sadiq? Why we do not say it is the Niyaz of Imam Hassan, Niyaz of Imam Hussain, Niyaz of Imam Baqir, Niyaz of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam? Why we particularly say this is the Niyaz of sixth Imam? The answer is, during the time of all those four Imams, the circumstances were not permitting, not allowing for our Imams, these lights, to celebrate this kind of Eid. Although it was their desire, but they could not do it. It doesn't mean that they did not want it. So, it is very important to learn that 22nd of Rajab, day of death of killer of Imam Ali alayhi salam and killer of Bibi Aisha. There was same killer for both, and history is witness on that. On this particular day, we are very happy that the person who was wajibul qatl in the eyes of Prophet. Prophet said, if you see that person on my pulpit, kill him. And this fake personality used the pulpit of Prophet in a bad way. That was the person who made some amendments in the rules and regulations of Islam. That was the person for whose family Prophet said, Al-Khilafatu Muharramatun. Khilafat is haram, strictly haram, forbidden for those family members. This person, with his leadership, damaged Islam a lot. Out of that damage was killing of our first Imam and killing of wife of Prophet. This particular day was celebrated first time by our sixth Imam, as he prepared food himself along with his family and invited the praying people of Medina. After Fajr prayer, he took them with him to his home and offered them that delicious food. That is why we usually celebrate this Eid and we prepare the niyaz of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam. I congratulate each and every lover of Ahlul Bayt at this auspicious occasion. And this Eid is for both Shias and Sunnis, because both love Imam Ali and both respect the family of Prophet. That is why today we are here at Al-Mahdi Center, Brooklyn, New York, on 22nd of Rajab, 1434th Hijrah, to celebrate this great day. And on my left side, we have Brother Jafar, who is, mashallah, converted Shia, and he is a scientist, and he is learning in our Hausa the depth of Islamic studies. He's taking some courses, and we are proud to have him. He is also a very good tool of interest for our students. Our students of Madrasatul Quran, they like him. And I hope he will be keep continuing to come to Madrasatul Quran, which is a Sunday school of Al-Mahdi Foundation, Inc. May Allah give him prosperity to continue this Islamic service. If Brother Jafar, you have, Brother Jafar or any person, anybody else, have any question, you are more than welcome about 22nd of Rajab. Yeah, if you control this coming and going, because the recording is. Go ahead. You have any question about 22nd of Rajab, which is today?
Well, first I'd really like to say thank you. I'm getting put on the spot here. Let's see. Well, should have come with some questions, I guess. Let's see. So, how exactly was Imam Ali? How exactly did he pass at the hands of?
Very nice question. I also invite Brother Sikatul Islam Sheikh Bilal Hussain Najafi to come here, please. Join us. Our teacher of Madrasatul Quran. He is just joining us. I also request Brother Khalifa Nafisul Hassan, the principal of Madrasatul Quran, to join us right here. We have Rizwanullah Khan. Also, please come forward. A little. So today, before the class of Sheikh Bilal Hussain, we have a short session of significance of today. Today is 22nd of Rajab, again 1434th after Hijrah, and this day is very significant and important. Day of joy, day of festival, day of Eid, because on this particular day, the killer of Imam Ali alayhi salam was died, and killer of Bibi Aisha. So that is why this in 60 Hijrah, 60th year of Hijrah. As Brother Jafar asked me, let me clarify for him how Imam Ali was martyred. Imam Ali was hit by Abdul Rahman ibn Muljam. May Allah curse him. He hit Imam while he was doing sajda of recommended prayer, and his sword was put in poison for months, and Imam's head was hit severely and was open. Head was open. Imam Ali alayhi salam got martyred due to the attack of Abdul Rahman ibn Muljam, who was appointed by so-called fake Amir and Caliph of Damascus, who was basically the killer of Imam Ali. This day is very particular day for lovers of Ahlul Bayt, particularly for Shias, and our students should know importance of this day. As our Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Shiyatuna khuliqu min fazil tinatina yafrahuna li farahina wa yahzununa li huznina. Shias are made of the clay, leftover clay of material of our structure. That is why they are happy when we are happy, and they are sad when we are sad. Now I will request Sheikh Bilal Hussain to put some light about 22nd of Rajab. Kunde or Niyaz Imam Jafar.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The term Eid is in reference to an occasion of happiness. Formally, we declare that we have two major Eids, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Qurban, Eid al-Fitr, which is after the end of Ramadan, and Eid al-Adha, which is after the event of Hajj. However, there are many opportunities for us to express our happiness and pleasure. The 22nd of Rajab being one, the Wiladat of Rasulullah being another, the Wiladat of the various A'immah Tahirin as well. being examples for us to express our happiness and pleasure. And there's nothing wrong with that. These are moments of happiness, the same way we have moments of sadness where we are sad for the martyrdom of certain individuals. We have moments of happiness where we are happy for these events. And it's important for our societies and our communities to recognize these events and make them a part of their lifestyle, because it creates an association amongst a person and their faith. If we were to separate these two instances of happiness and sadness, and reflect only on, for example, sadness, we would see that it's incomplete. We only reference one piece of man's nature. But if we incorporate both, the happiness and the sadness, we see that Islam gives us an opportunity to express a large variety of sentiment, and it gives us the ability to encompass people's nature and make them happy, give them opportunity to be happy, if at the same time we give them opportunity to be sad. So as such, we should not only commemorate it ourselves, but invite our friends and family and relatives as well to commemorate moments of happiness the same way we do for moments of sadness. And this becomes very central for our communities and for our families, and to pass on these traditions to our children. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala.
I invite Brother Khalifa Nafisul Hassan to put some light on this topic of Eid of 22nd of Rajab.
I would like to put a question about that event from you, Maulana. The question that, as you give the brief history of this day of 22nd of Rajab, there is a story of a woodcutter linked with that event. So what it is about, please?
Basically, as Brother Khalifa Nafisul Hassan has mentioned, some of these stories are not authentic. The authentic story is this only, that Imam alayhi salam prepared food and invited the praying people after Fajr prayer, took them along with him to his home, and he served them this food. That is the authentic story. I am not aware of these kind of stories of woodcutter. Maybe there are some, but I am unaware of this kind of stories. Maybe there are some, but if there is something insult to the religion of Ahlul Bayt, those stories are definitely fake. If there is no insult, maybe there are some stories, but I'm not aware of that. I believe more than story is historic fact of this Eid and the philosophy of this Eid. We should tell our children this Eid is Eid of Imams. Our Imams, they used to celebrate this. And I will urge those who are attending the sessions of Niyaz to not forget the prayer. It's unfortunate. Last night I was invited somewhere where I saw 65 brothers and 40 sisters. None of them offered the prayer beside me. This is wrong. This is my message. This should become a story. That our Imams, they want us to be full of character. They want us as good praying person of the time. That is why Imam took praying people from the mosque for this particular food. It is my humble request from all those who are celebrating this Eid, in future, please make sure that you and your participant offer the prayer. And also there are some etiquettes to cook this food, to eat this food, have wudu to eat this food. If a lot of people, they are attending to eat and they have wudu, at least they will come for prayer. And if they do not have wudu, then they will ask us to go back give them half an hour to make wudu. So this is my humble request from all the participants and sponsors of Niyaz. Even when you make the Niyaz, do wudu. The ladies are supposed to be in wudu when they make this Niyaz. And do the niyat of qurbatan ilallah. Then do ask Allah your needs. Inshallah, He will fulfill the needs. We have a lot of good stories. We don't have to make some story. I don't know the story of woodcutter. Maybe, I'm not denying, but I'm not aware of the truth and fact of that story. But we have a lot of stories. I know Sunni families. This year, a person is coming, bringing Niyaz, who got, alhamdulillah, son, due to nazar of this Niyaz of Imam Sadiq. Alhamdulillah. You can have a lot of stories. I can write a book in which I can write down the phone numbers of those who got their needs and demands after serving the Dastarkhan of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. I appreciate those sisters and those brothers who annually arrange the collective and congregational Niyaz at center. And it is also a good trend. If all the brothers and sisters, they do celebrate this Eid at the centers, it will become very nice. Because center is for the community. Rather than having in the homes, they can have in the center. Niyaz of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam. In the end, I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us courage, capability to remember Ahlul Bayt in the way which is favorite for our Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim ajma'in. We have here Brother Rizwanullah Khan. If he wants to add anything, please go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I have only one question about the Kunde. Kunde, what is the meaning of Kunde? Is it a word of Arabic? Or what is the meaning in Arabic? And why do we use this word? Please.
A very nice question from Brother Rizwanullah Khan. I pray for his prosperity and his wife's, mashallah, both. They are very nice moment and they are raising their children under Islamic environment. And they are very punctual to Al-Mahdi Center, Brooklyn, New York. May Allah rest the souls of their deceased one and our deceased one all. And may Allah rest the souls of those community members who were here, like Mujahid Kazmi, A.D. Chaudhry, Asad Rizvi, Ghulam Nabi Chatta, Professor Dr. Kazmi, Brother Bukhari, Rubin Ali, and all. The answer to this question of Brother Rizwanullah Khan is, Kunde is the word of Urdu and Hindi basically. Kunde means that pot, that particular pot made of clay in which they used to make particular food. That is basically Kunde. It's not Arabic word. But if you ask Bilal Hussain, he never saw this Eid being celebrated in Najaf. This Eid is only in India and Pakistan. Neither in Iran nor in Iraq. Today Ali Raza called us from Najaf. He said there is no Kunde.
What reason?
Because basically where you have opposition, you elaborate more. In Iraq and Iran, their opposition was less. Almost they were Shias living with each other. A lot of traditions, they don't care. But our ancestors, they do care even a minor thing. a minor. Like having a cigarette in Imam Bargah is prohibited in our culture, but it's okay in Kuwait. They also listen to the majlis and they have cigarettes there. Drinking the tea during the majlis is not allowed in our culture, which is a tradition in Iranian culture. So it means some of the things, they are becoming very important due to opposition. Because we want to raise our children in a firm and strict belief, which Iranian Iraqi people, they don't need, because they are already with firm ideology. We are weak because we are living in the enemies. That is why I believe our ancestors, they celebrated these things more than the Iraqi and Irani Shias. It doesn't mean that it does not exist. It does exist, but they do not pay importance to this thing, and we pay importance to these things. It's less cultural, more ideological. Maybe in some areas it became cultural, but I may say it's more theological, to make our belief firm about Ahlul Bayt, to make sure that we don't leave any footstep of Ahlul Bayt empty in our life. Make sure that our children, they love Ahlul Bayt and they hate the killer of Imam Ali. We want them to hate and to know when this killer of Imam Ali got dead. That is why I believe this is more important in our culture and less important in Iraq and Iran. Anything else? We are about to finish this session. Wasim, you want to add anything about Kunde? Anybody else? Zain, you want to add something? Go ahead.
जब वो इमाम द प्रॉफिट फाइट करते हैं यजीद और शैतान का टीम, फिर जब वो शैतान और यजीद का टीम मरते हैं, फिर वो लाइव अगेन होते हैं.
Very good. MashaAllah, very good question of Zain Khan, who is famous as the performer of slogan of Imam Ali, Nara Hadi. Yes, he is the Nara Hadi boy. MashaAllah, may Allah give him a long life. And also his brother. We are missing him today. He's not coming? I'm going to pick him up. Oh, inshallah. Yeah. Zain's question is, when these bad people are being killed by any prophet or imam, or they got dead by the natural death, were they be resurrected? Resurrected. Were they be resurrected, come back on the day of judgment or not? Yes. This is a fact that they will come, and they are going to be given punishment. They will be punished. Although they were killed by imam or prophet, they have yet to get more punishment on the day of judgment. Like this killer of Imam Ali, who got dead today, he will be raised, resurrected on the day of judgment, and will be punished more. And Yazid also, Yazidi army also. Thank you very much for your interest. Now, inshallah, the class of Sheikh Bilal Hussain will get started. We are pleased to have you in this small session about 22nd of Rajab. May Allah give ajr to those sisters and brothers who celebrated this year, this great Eid, either today, yesterday, or will celebrate tomorrow. And may Allah give them long life, and may Allah add in their sustenance, and may Allah ease their life due to niyaz of Imam Jafar Sadiq, particularly who cooked today's niyaz, the ladies of Al-Mahdi Center, Brooklyn. May Allah give them prosperity and ajr, reward for this great service. Also our brothers, also the participants of Madrasatul Quran, Al-Mahdi Center and niyaz of Imam Sadiq. Salamullahi alayhi. Thank you very much. Ya Allah. Bismillah.
उनका अपडेट हो रहा है